Hello, and welcome back to the Spotlight Games podcast for episode 216. We're back in the saddle and our engines are more revved up than ever before. No, this isn't an episode about cars, though lube will be discussed. That's right, it's everyone's favorite Dumpster Boy, and on today's show, we will be going back to the God of War casting couch, discussing how EA somehow sucks even more now, doing a little August game release roundup, and we may even talk about everyone's favorite Canadian superheroes, hairy ass. But before we get to that, let me introduce you to my host on today's episode. She once got into a wet t-shirt contest in an old folks home and still lost? That's right, it's one part of the dynamic dumpster duo, the only person that can rival my own brand of unhinged chaos, Jerica.
Listen,
Jerica, how are you?
only lost that contest because I rolled my ankle, and I know it's sad to say that a 90-year-old beat me, but no one can fight a rolled ankle.
Can you explain to me how a rolled ankle played into that decision of the judges?
I don't know.
How did you roll your ankle?
Does anybody else roll their ankles in chat? Like, it's something that can come out of nowhere. It's like the biggest ninja attempt at murder that everything outside, I guess, like the forces that be, if something might be trying to kill me, it's going to roll my ankle. It just comes out of nowhere. I'll just be walking and just, bah, and I just fall. Yeah.
I'm stunned by this because I don't think I've ever rolled my ankle.
For real? You don't?
Yeah.
You don't know. Then you're not an ankle roller.
Okay.
Chat, ankle rollers, any ankle rollers in chat, you know it. It sucks. Just
Who's
loses.
up rolling their ankles right now, as they say?
It's scary.
What did you roll your ankle on, though? Because you made it seem like something got into the way, and then you tripped over it.
No, so like you'll just be walking, right?
Right.
And the side of my foot just goes boop, and I fall. Like the ankle gives. It just forgets it's an ankle.
Are you sure that you don't have some sort of like disease where your ankles
I went
are just
to the doctor
a little too limber?
multiple times. No, they just you just sometimes have I have a bad knee and an ankle.
Yeah.
It started from a young age. But once you have like a fucked up ankle or a knee now, there's no recovering. It just come out of nowhere. So if you're ever walking near me and I just fall over, it's not anything dangerous. Just rolled my ankle. I'll get up.
When I worked at the old folks home some years ago, gosh, it's been over 10 years since I worked at the old folks home. When I worked at the old folks home, we had a lady who worked like nighttime desk. So she like was the receptionist at the night. And I would always see her as I was leaving for the day. And I won't reveal her name in case she's still alive. She probably isn't. She smoked like a chimney. And I don't, and she was older. But she said, she was telling me one day, we were talking about something. She said, Cayman, the one thing that's most dangerous about a walker is how often you roll over your own tits with it.
Yeah, maybe that's how. Maybe
that's how
on
it was.
a tit,
Yeah.
Or my own.
I had an old guy one time. He grabbed me by the arm and he pulls me down and he's like, "Son, I gotta tell you the worst thing about being old." And I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "It's when your balls drop in the toilet water."
Jesus Christ!
Old people are the grossest, most profane people.
You're never gonna know what's gonna come out of an older person's mouth when they sort of grab you without permission. It's a lot of that in their lifetime. They'll just grab you and pull you and tell you a secret. And I'm just like, what are you about to tell me? And it's usually shit like that.
My father's grandfather, my father's father. He was the old man that would do that. And I swear to God, he was the just grossest in terms of the way that he would talk. Was just like, he would say the nastiest shit.
Nasty,
and and he would grab like waitresses. Oh my gosh, he'd grab waitresses. We'd be out to eat and he'd pull them down. And he'd say something that would be like, "I swear to God, please just kill me now. End me now. I don't want to be here anymore." Unfortunately, he's passed. Some years ago, he passed from being very old. I'm pretty sure that was the reason he died, was just being old. And he told me on his deathbed, he goes, "Son, I gotta say, you look like shit. You look almost as bad as I do right now." And I was like,
Damn.
You are literally on your deathbed, and you're telling me
Yeah.
I look like shit? Jesus. Shh. Shh. Well, that's enough about old people. We have a whole lot of video game stuff to talk about because this is the Spotlight Games podcast, where each week we spotlight the latest and the greatest in the world of video games. You can get it by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Drop In Drop Out Pod, or by searching for Drop In Drop Out and or Spotlight Games in your favorite podcast app. And hey, you can be on the show by tuning in as we record live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/DropInDropOutPod. So be sure to follow us there so that you are notified when we go live. Woo, that was tough to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic. Remember our last episode together, Jerica, when was it like Across the Dido Rainbow? Do we remember this? When we did like what we're doing in Dido this week?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that we did? We did that together, right?
Yeah. Don't ask me. I can only know what I did yesterday, so.
Across the Dido Rainbow. Jerica, good news is I'm only going to ask you a question about what you did yesterday.
Thank God.
What did you guys, I know it's Super Mario Sunshine related, but what did you guys do last night on JK Games?
Should be up like in any second, but the verdict is here as far as the Super Mario Sunshine versus the people. Or is it the people versus Super Mario Sunshine? I don't know the correct. I feel like we are against it, so it's versus Super Mario Sunshine. Trial has ended. Is Super Mario Sunshine in jail? Is Nintendo in jail? Probably have to tune in to find out. The episode's live. Should be in just a second. If it's not now, next 30 minutes. But that was fun. Had a surprise secret witness show up and provide a testimony in regards to the game. So that was pretty nice to have some validation for myself.
When are we going to see the rerun on True TV?
I'm hoping next week.
In between episodes of impossible jokers. What are those fuckwads known as?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know who I'm talking about? The three white guys that play pranks on their friends while also playing pranks on the audience. I met one of them one time. He was a complete douchebag, which is not shocking since he's the star of a hit True TV show. Impractical Jokers.
I've never seen that, never heard of it.
Yeah. I think I've watched maybe like clips of it, never watched a whole episode. The dude I met was a dickhead. That being said, speaking of dickheads, Patrick and Cog are going to be leading tomorrow's episode of Dido. So just bear with me. Dido is going to take place, special episode tomorrow.
Yes.
Now, who's not a dickhead? Our special guest, Lucy James, famed collaborator of a lot of different things in the video game industry. You may even know her from showing up in this year's Summer Game Fest as one of the presenters alongside Geoff Keighley. So if you want to see that episode, that's going to be tomorrow. Very excited about that. Can't wait to tune in live to see how that's going. And then Thursday, in lieu of a Dido episode on Thursday, Jerica, what are we doing?
We're playing Big Walk. We're walking.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, we also
wait.
have a special guest, I think, showing up to that, but I'm not going to reveal that secret quite yet because I don't know who it is. But we've got one. So who up walking their bigs right now?
Me.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like those videos you see of the people who are like leather daddies and they're walking their sub in like the streets.
I was also thinking just like sororities, you know. I got my big and my little. Is that right? I was never in a sorority.
That is true.
So like I don't know that life. It just sort of threw me off when they called each other that.
I think that's also a fraternity thing too. I think it's just a part of whatever group whatever gender that you have, I suppose, and whatever you have to sign up for. When are we gonna make fraternities and sororities gender inclusive?
Also, we just need a simulator, a video game.
I think they're already making it's called the Cuck Chair Simulator.
Figured, yeah. It's on Steam. It's on Steam. God.
Jerica, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I've got some stuff I want to talk about too. So why don't we go ahead and dive right into what we do every week on Spotlight Games, and let's talk about what we've been playing. Jerica, I've talked a lot, so I'm going to open up the floor to you. What have you been playing?
Oh, I'm so thankful to be done with Super Mario Sunshine. I didn't play much of that, but In between, I've revisited Pikmin 4, which has not got a Switch 2 edition like upgrade yet, and it really needs it. I am so shocked that Pikmin 4 hasn't got the love like other titles have with the Switch 2 upgrade. It runs really well. It's just like, oh, those textures could look a little bit better. The HDR could look a little cleaner. And frame rate is always, something that I always like to be faster the better for me. But It's just sad. But I picked it back up. It's one of those, it's sort of like Astrobot. Like I refuse to play a lot of it in one sitting because I don't want it to be over. And Pikmin 4 is so good.
Right.
So I picked back up though and played a little bit. And then I put it back down because I do want to stream that soon. I'm getting a Pikmin tattoo. Hopefully next week or the week after. Finally got that in the books. That's how much I love Pikmin. You all thought I was playing it. I love Pikmin. And then Beasts of Reincarnation came out today. That was today or yesterday? I don't know. Whatever.
That was today. How far in are you to that game? Review's not looking hot.
About an hour. And funny enough, I think it might have some momentum. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the story. It's like it reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn in terms of the story, but instead of dinosaurs, we have just humans and animals have turned into. You know that movie that's coming out, The Wicker Man? It's like everyone's turning into the Wicker Man.
Oh my God, the movie with, what is it, Alex Skarsgård?
Yeah, one of my friends texted me yesterday and she was like, sorry, we're going on another tangent. But still, this made me think of that because everyone's like got branches and twigs coming out of them. And it's interesting. What did she send me? She was like, hey, do you want to go see that basket porn movie? And I was like, yeah, I do. What is that? And she told me.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what's depressing about that? Is that it's PG-13, so
For
we
real?
will not see a wicker penis in it.
Damn it! Maybe they have like an extended cut.
There has to be an extended cut
shaving.
where we get to see some like fucking full-on wicker hog. You know what I mean?
What do they say? A wood chipper? Extended wood chipper?
Oh no, I think a wood chipper is inverted.
Dang, I was just wanting some kind of wood pun.
Maybe an extended wood chipper vagina.
Maybe.
Can you imagine? Did you ever see that movie Teeth?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. Have you done that?
We should just cancel the rest of this episode and talk about Teeth instead.
Talk about the Blair Witch and Teeth.
That will for surely.
Let's just go. I've been dying
to
talk
will get
to
us
someone
canceled
about that.
tonight. Jerica, have you been playing anything else?
No. The Beast of Reincarnation, I'm revisiting it. I don't think it's that horrible.
Please tell me more about
the gameplay's fun. It's not too difficult. I was afraid it was going to be too hard. It might get too hard for me. But the parrying and the combat, there's I could tell the branching paths between you and the wolf and your abilities and the way you sort of bounce and use each other's like passive attacks and whatever. Sure. There's probably a lot that you can get really scientific about. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this looks cool. The abilities are fun. And I want to keep playing just to see how that like evolves. So I'm interested. It plays pretty decently though.
Yeah. One thing that gets me about that was I was watching Game Ranks do their before you buy, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna get like weapons, new weapons and things, but it doesn't change the visuals of any of the weapons you're actually using.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I fucking hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, it does suck. There was like some kind of like arm, like the outfit the main character's wearing is really fucking cool. Like, yeah, that'd be neat. But I picked up something else that gave me some kind of chainmail, but it's like underneath the main suit, so you just don't see it. So I'm sure that there's a lot of that in the game.
Even Adventures of Elliot, a game that is literally like a 32-bit or an 8-bit game. I don't know how many bits. I don't even know how many bits there are in this game. They have changing weapons. Yes, the weapons, crazy. When you get upgrades, they change the way they look, which is
cool.
I don't understand when a game that's, saying it's a AAA game, that's like a staple thing that you should have. That blows my mind. I'm excited to hear more about that though, because it does look like a game that I feel like may have hidden legs somewhere down the line, Maybe not.
It might be a branch that's just needing to extend because her hair is basically a tree branch, which is cool. I didn't know that until I was told that in the game.
What I'm hearing is we may need to extend an olive branch to Beast and Reincarnation.
Yes.
That's it. All right, there we go. Wrapped up the episode. That was good. We nailed it. Let's end on a positive note. What have I been playing, Jerica? I played a game I think Kayla and Josh played the other day on stream, and that was Ship of Fools. I played Ship of Fools. It's a co-op. My wife and I played it together, couch co-op. It's like a roguelike where you're on a ship and you are trying to make it to the end. You're trying to push back some cosmic horrors and stuff. And you have like biomes you're going through. So very roguelike. We've probably put in about 4 hours into it, enjoying our time. It's a very cute game. It's a little rough around the edges with some of the design choices and just being an indie budget game. But ultimately, I have been enjoying it, and that is one that I am excited to continue to play with her. Though I'm not sure how far we will make it in. If the game gets increasingly more difficult and there's no like buffing that's happening, I don't know how much far either one of our patients will go. That being said, I did do the crazy thing and play another game very similar to Beast of Reincarnation, and that is last year's Rise of the Ronin. I've been trying that. It's a PlayStation Plus, and I've been holding off on playing it because I was gonna buy a copy, and I was like, I'm not paying more than $30 for this game. And then it dropped to the other day like $27, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And I said, you know what? No, it'll be on PlayStation Plus next month. Just watch. And guess what? For the first time in my life, something showed up on PlayStation Plus when I expected it to. So I didn't spend the money. I saved that money. And I jumped on and been playing it. And I'm not a Souls-like guy, but I do kind of like the vibe of this game and like what it's doing. I haven't gotten too far into it. I haven't had a lot of time to play. But I do like the vibe. I don't think it's nearly as ugly as people were saying it was when like it first came out. Some of the scenery looks pretty great so far. Now that can change further in, but ultimately I think on this one it's hard to give like an answer one way or the other if it's worth playing, just given how little time I've put into it. But hopefully I'll get some more time to sink in it. But I do want to talk about two things quickly that are on brand for me. And that is that I watched the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film Rampage, based on the hit early 90s arcade game Rampage.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Okay.
So
good to know.
Don't recommend that, but it's on HBO if you want to watch it. And I also watched, and this one's the wilder one, I finally got around to watching Gran Turismo. And I'll tell you right now, Gran Turismo is not a bad movie.
I get that confused with F1.
Movie. Honestly, they're
probably. I was like, is that the one with Brad Pitt? Wait, that's the other one. That's the one with that other guy from Stranger Things, right?
I'm assuming
the guy that people don't like. I don't know anything about him.
David Harbour.
That guy. Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, he's sort of a.
And loser. Orlando Bloom really needs a new hairstylist. Jesus, his fucking haircut's rough.
I used to have a huge crush on Orlando Bloom, specifically Legolas.
Legolas. He even looks even more like a lady.
There were signs.
There were signs.
Yeah.
The thing about this is it's such a dumb premise, but the premise is actually 100% true. And that is that apparently in like 2005, Sony went to, or maybe someone went to Sony, something happened, and Nissan held a Gran Turismo contest where they took players of Gran Turismo. They had them try to be F1 racers. Come to find out, the dude who makes it through and wins the competition becomes an F1 driver and becomes like a very famous F1 driver. And like in his first season, they win like the big race. They don't win, but they place third in the big race of like 24-hour race that they do. And it feels so outlandish, but like it's just a really cool story to kind of like follow along. It's really goofy and very shallow at times. Ultimately though, it's a fun movie to watch, and yes, there's so many times where they like throw in little Easter eggs of like PlayStation noises and sound effects will pop up.
That's cool.
And I liked it, but also there are definitely times where I'm like, man, this is just straight up Sony propaganda.
Hey,
so
question.
Mileage may vary. Yes.
What do you think, or who's the most probable to, if we, all of us at Dido, if we played Gran Turismo. Who's most likely to actually become an F1 driver out of us?
Okay.
Who do you think?
Cog's too tall, so he couldn't fit into the car. So that eliminates Cog. I'm blind, so I don't think I could do it. So it kind of leaves Patrick, Kayla, you, and Josh.
You have to have a strong neck.
You do have to try Patrick. Patrick's neck game is very strong.
Okay.
I think it's Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
it's time to put it
else,
to the. Let's put it to the test.
I will say though that you do drive a car that is a bit sporty looking.
I do.
So
I don't know how to drive a stick though. I tried. Audrey has tried multiple
Patrick
times.
Does either.
Okay, we got an equal playing field, driving field.
If he uses his neck, then he may have the advantage there.
He does. His neck is definitely longer, so he's getting across the finish line before me.
He also has extra seating padding.
Oh,
with that thick old ass of his.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's nice while driving. I need that.
You know, it has to be when you get a little extra cushion for the pushing of the car seat. With your suspensions down. Jerica, anything you would like to discuss before we jump into the news for today?
No, I'm ready.
We're ready. All right, then let's do this. All right, starting off today, we are going to revisit the God of War casting couch. This article comes from Joe Otterson at Variety, titled God of War Dave Bautista in talks for Kratos' role in Amazon series after Ryan Hurst's exit. Dave Bautista could be the next God of War. Variety has learned from sources that Bautista is currently in the talks for the role of Kratos in the Amazon Prime Video series based on the popular video game franchise. The news comes after it was reported that Ryan Hurst, who was originally cast in the role of the titular god in January 2006, has suffered a torn bicep on the set of the series that would have delayed a return to production until 2027, ultimately leading Amazon and Sony to recast the part. The plan is to get into the production back up and running by fall. There are few better suited for the role of Kratos than Bautista. Aside from the fact that he's an accomplished actor, he's one of the few in Hollywood who can step into the role on short notice in the physical shape it requires. Kratos is known for his incredibly muscular physique in the games, and Bautista in remarkable shape throughout his career. Thus, he would not need months of prep time to prepare for the role. He also has an existing relationship with Amazon MGM Studios. He previously starred in the Amazon movies The Wrecking Crew, My Spy, and My Spy: The Eternal City, while he is set to appear in both Roadhouse 2 and the remake of Highlander for Amazon. It goes on, and I'll finish here. Prime Video has given God of War a 2-season order. As previously reported, the series will pick up with the story of the 2 most recent God of War games, in which Kratos must raise his 10-year-old son Atreus while battling gods of the Norse pantheon. Per the logline, quote, father and son Kratos and Atreus embark on a journey to spread the ashes of their wife and mother, Faye. Through their adventures, Kratos tries to teach his son to be a better god, while Atreus tries to teach his father how to be a better human. End quote. Beautiful tagline there, or plot synopsis. Jerica, how do you feel about Dave Bautista potentially being Kratos?
I sort of think it's even better, in my opinion. Might have, I hate that other guy got hurt, but I do think he could bring a lot of, Kratos is just someone that doesn't really portray his feelings until later on in different parts of the story, and I think Mr. Dave could do that pretty well.
I don't disagree.
He's got a good voice too. I love Dave Bautista's voice. It's just something. It's like a velvet motor. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
It's a deep, boisterous, booming voice, but there's also something gentle about it. So I do think that he could have those more tender moments without losing the gruff, Yeah,
so, I think you described that perfectly.
Yeah. In the chat, Kayla Gray says, I feel like Dave Bautista just makes sense. And then High Score Weekly says, guarantee that they just canceled the show before doing a Lao Fei. I won't be able to get that name right. He basically says that they're going to cancel before doing that, which is such a bummer because the actress from the game is the same is like an actual actress. She could just literally just step
Audrey's
into
watching all of the seasons of Daredevil now.
Good.
She's watched the original, she's on the new one, so I've been seeing what's her face a lot. I'm like, man, that lady's also an actress. It's not that I forget that.
Sure. Yeah.
But
it's wild. That's what I think every time I see Rahul Keeley on screen. I'm like, that man is a video game person. I've seen his face in videos. I've watched him die and die again and die again and again. Actually, I've seen him die on TV screens as well. So, apparently I also said the name right. Lao Fei.
Lao Fei.
Lao Fei. Yes,
Lao
I said it
Fei.
right.
Lao Fei.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard too, and it's not in this article, but I heard too that they're recasting the little boy as well. And I believe that I don't know why, actually. I probably should have looked into this beforehand.
Well, it's probably because, kids just, you blink, literally. I feel like kids in that age range, you blink and they're just, 5 feet taller, or just, puberty hits, overnight. So maybe that's what they're looking for, a balance. Or,
okay, hold on.
Or maybe they're just casting, an older Atreus as well. Have they said they are replacing them?
I was wrong. I'm glad that I checked into this. No, from what I'm reading is they did not recast the boy. They are recasting that role, Atreus' role, for season 2. Presumably there will be a time jump.
Okay.
Which is fucking brilliant to do that.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, they should have done that with The Last of Us.
Yes, 100%.
So
I don't know. It just... Even House of the Dragon, I was thinking back of that because I'm still on my House of the Dragon kick. Season 3 is good. I'm just chunking away.
Season 3 is great. Yeah,
I love what they do with season 1 with just different actresses. Even in one season, it made sense, and it I don't know, it just made the story a little bit more. I don't know the word for it. I hate to say I like seeing the person portraying the character to be the age, right? I think that they do hopefully learn from The Last of Us. Let's get that right, because.
Yeah. That's
confusing and irritating.
It is, yeah. And look, no bad blood with Bella Ramsey. I think she's a fantastic actress. I just don't think that she was the correct actress to play Ellie in that time jump.
No. First season,
so that
perfect.
I think, first season was perfect. Before we skip on to the next story, Kayla Gray has a question in the chat. It says, but did you just do is Audrey, speaking of Audrey, did you just do original Daredevil or the Born Again show on Disney? I think she's asking this for Audrey.
Born Again,
Audrey?
the new show on Disney that's filmed very beautifully. I'm not watching it with her, but I'm looking at it. I was like, Jesus Christ, the show's super high production.
Oh yeah.
She got into it after we went and saw Spider-Man, so.
Nice. Well, that feels like spoilers. Kayla Gray also says she hasn't started House of the Dragon yet, which, if you haven't started it at all, then
it wasn't any spoilers, by the way. I had to think about it. I was like, no, it's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler.
I don't know.
Not.
Maybe you just spoiled. Maybe you ruined it for
everyone. No, it was in the trailer. The Punisher, they're in the same city. I'm not spoiling. Fair. People should just know. I'm not even a comic book nerd. Don't try to say I'm spoiling someone, Cayman. I ain't no spoiler.
I don't know.
I ain't no spoiler.
I don't know. Kayla, what I will say about House of the Dragon is if you haven't started the series yet, the first season is very slow. And
I liked the first season. It was slow, but it was just good character development. I think Kayla could get into it.
Okay. If you're fine with that, then yeah. Sloppy McTopperson says, I see London, I see France, all trade cash for Cayman's underpants.
Whoa.
You don't know how low my bar is to accept cash, my friend. Sloppy McTopperson. So, House of the Dragon, yeah, great. Season 3, fantastic. You should watch House of the Dragon. Okay, cool. Let's move on, Jerica. What do you say about talking about EA?
What's new with EA?
A lot. Not a lot, actually. Just more news, I guess, unfolding in real time. EA has officially been sold, and what comes next could be painful. This is by Eddie McCook at at GameSpot, sorry. The blockbuster buyout at Electronic Arts has been completed, with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund taking ownership of the gaming giant in the biggest leveraged buyout in the history of commerce. The $55 billion deal includes billions in debt for EA, which has prompted fears of massive cost cutting, with projected layoffs, studio closures, and game cancellations, though nothing has been confirmed as of yet, however. Quote, "This moment recognizes the extraordinary people whose creativity, ambition, and passion have made EA one of the world's leading interactive entertainment companies," said EA CEO Andrew Wilson in the official announcement. Quote, "We're entering the next chapter from a position of strength with partners who share our vision and ambition. Together, we'll invest boldly, accelerate innovation, and build the next generation of games and experiences for the hundreds of millions of players and fans who inspire us every day," end quote. I'm going to pause there. First thing, how aware are you of the EA buyout?
I thought it was already done because, like, I remember when it happened and I was like, oh, I guess it does take months for these deals to come through. I just thought it was just over. Audrey actually mentioned it to me. I was like, they get bought again? Oh, they just finalized it. So it's been months. Yeah, I was aware of the acquirement, but I didn't know, like, it hadn't happened yet. So
yeah, I think there was a lot of murky areas of, like, legal aspects and things like that. So I do see that as a situation. I mean, it was going to happen inevitably, I think, and we'll learn more why. Before I do that, Sloppy McTopperson says leverage buyouts are such bullshit, LMAO. Yes, absolutely correct. We'll continue on. The article continues saying, quote, "Entertainment and sports are key areas of strategic focus for PIF and are among the fastest growing evolving sectors around the world," added PIF Deputy Governor and Head of International Investments, Turkey Alnaweiser. Quote, "Together, the consortium is uniquely positioned to be a long-term partner to EA's management team in driving sustained growth and innovation for EA and the industry," end quote. For those not familiar, PIF is the Public Investment Fund for Saudi. That's their shorthand. The PIF is buying EA alongside Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared fucking Kushner, his private equity firm Affinity Partners, and investment company Silver Lake. The company's co-CEO, Egon Durbin, was previously on board of directors at the gaming company Unity. Well, we know that definitely that Unity was making a lot of great decisions when he was the fucking on the board of directors. Egon Durbin. Fucking Jared Kushner. Like, this all just reeks of a lot of political bullshit, you know? Like, it makes me just frustrated that, like, there's just, like, blatant corruption taking place at the highest of levels. And no one seems to give a flying fuck.
You're not wrong. That is correct. I don't know I really honestly don't have anything to add other than, yeah, it's weird. I can't believe it's just now happening. Like, and yeah, it's very random to me. I guess, like, diversifying what they got their hands in, probably for, here's the deal. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you diversify, I guess, because you don't want people knowing about where all your money's going. But what do I know?
I mean,
like,
you know,
what's the benefit?
The
like, is
majority of people.
Huh? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I mean, you know more than the vast majority of people. Most people don't even know this is happening.
Okay, so, like, I'm a level 1, I guess, but, like, it's just a strange acquisition. Cause, like, what's the benefit just other than just another revenue stream? But, like, it's scary because, like, you know, EA's, I guess if you're gonna pick the video game publisher with the revenue streams and they don't give a crap how they make money, let's just put out these games and, like, all the sports games, you name it, like, they got a steady income from that. I guess it makes sense for EA, but it makes me worried, obviously, about Mass Effect, BioWare, and other games under their umbrella that we hope to see more of. Well, we're in a world now where you never see, like, EA, was it EA Creations or EA? They're like little incubator projects where they, like, fund a smaller dev to, like, make with Ravel. Was it Ravel? Unravel?
Unravel, yeah.
Anyways, those are the things that are coming to my mind that I'm like, those things are never happening again. I'm scared that Mass Effect will never come out again. Yeah. But maybe they give an option for BioWare just to leave and be bought by somebody else, which also sucks, but anything's better than this, I think.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you are not the only one who's worried about BioWare. The article continues. Developers at BioWare said they fear that the RPG studio could be one of the first EA-owned companies to see cuts under new ownership. BioWare is known in part for making pro-diversity games featuring inclusive storytelling and characters. Longtime BioWare writer Patrick Weeks, who was laid off in 2025, speculated that EA's new owners, including the PIF, may want to avoid gay stuff in hard quotations and politics that the PIF's
Why's it
leadership
gotta be in
does not agree
quotations?
with. I mean, the
Why's
quote
it gotta
that the
be called
quotation
gay stuff? That's offensive.
because it's not me saying it. It's not me saying it.
I know you're
it's
quoting
the
it.
writer.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm just like, Jesus, who's writing this?
That quote, and the reason there's quotation there is because that actually came directly from Patrick Weeks. Yes, that was Patrick Weeks, who was the BioWare writer who worked on Dragon Quest. Or Dragon Quest, Dragon Age. So obviously he was the person who was writing,
Patrick
and
Weeks,
doing queer storytelling.
Yeah. Yes, very talented. I get what you're saying. I was
right,
like, did they put? I thought maybe they put that in like a legal document. I don't know about the gay stuff, keeping that in the at EA.
I was doing hard quotations to protect
that conversation's
myself.
happening.
Right.
They're not gonna like the gay stuff. That's why I'm afraid for my gay stuff to be taken out of all my favorite games. I do think the gay stuff was shoved down our throats a little bit too unrealistically in the last Dragon Age game. Hopefully the writers are revisiting realistic depictions of, hey, maybe we don't have to even draw attention to it. Maybe there's just no quotations at all about the gay stuff. Maybe it's just stuff. Can we just talk about stuff in our games? Anyways,
I mean, we can.
I go down a rabbit hole.
Is the Saudi Arabia's government is very anti anything that is not heterosexual and or male dominant. So, but it is. I would be remiss to not finish that paragraph by saying developers working on The Sims have also expressed ongoing concerns as well. There is a very interesting comment here. This is also coming from Sloppy McTopperson. They said, with the way the buyout works, EA post-acquisition is legally strapped with about $20 billion in debt. Oh my God, I had a burp riding on that word. We've swallowed it. So, yeah, dude, if you got $20 billion strapped to you, there's no world in which you are not probably destroying entire companies.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be surprised to see them just immediately sell off certain things too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could see that literally them gutting everything to just be EA Sports. Right. Like, I don't think there's any benefit to having, if they haven't seen, growth from any of the other games, like sales aren't hitting goals, like they're going to want to see if they can sell these things off to, help with the debt, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know how to run a business.
There's wayo.
Or do I?
I mean, I hope you don't. For a myriad of reasons, I hope you don't run a business.
Why? Is it because of the gay stuff? We got gay stuff over at my business.
Hold
got
on.
A lot of gay stuff. That's going to be the name of my game studio. If I was hoping that I would acquire $20 billion by now, so I could buy BioWare from EA. Maybe I can still save them. The time's not, there's still time, but instead of BioWare, it's just going to be called the Gay Stuff Studio. We do BioWare. We do the gay stuff. Yeah.
That was really good. I like
Thanks.
that.
I've been learning how to use my finger better for that.
Well, thank God for Audrey as well. Moving on to the next topic of tonight's show.
There we go.
Thank God Audrey likes me, I think. Not after today's episode. All right, next up, this is Michael Kripe. Michael Kripe, I believe. We're gonna go with that. Michael Kripe over to IGN. Article's titled "Marvel's Wolverine ESRB rating promises quote a handful of sequences featuring exposed buttocks." So let's get to it. Marvel's Wolverine will have gore, intense violence, strong language, and at least a few scenes featuring, quote, a character's exposed buttocks, according to its entertainment software rating board, ESRB, rating. The full description for Insomniac's game's M-rated superhero experience warned would-be players that partial nudity is one of the many elements they'll need to consider before picking up a copy this September. However, a more specific explanation toward the end of the page suggested the only example of this in the game might be one or two instances of on-screen butt. Some on-screen butt. Okay, the warning reads as follows. A handful of sequences briefly depict a character's exposed buttocks. Disney Plus left Hugh Jackman's butt uncensored when X-Men Days of Future Past came to the streaming service back in 2020. Deadpool and Wolverine then put the focus on Jackman's behind when it came out in 2024 and allegedly nearly doubled down on it by referring to his butt as Canada's ass, which is what I call Dr. Sir Jim. Canada's yeah, you got it. He's not here to defend himself. All right. The full ESRB description for Marvel's Wolverine can be found here. Quote, Marvel's Wolverine is rated M for mature 17 plus by the ESRB with blood and gore, drug reference, intense violence, partial nudity, and strong language. Also includes in-game purchases. Interesting. Very interesting. This is an action game in which players assume the role of James Logan, Wolverine, as he reunites with Team X to stop a dangerous threat. From a third-person perspective, players use melee attacks and special skills to kill enemy soldiers and robots in frenetic combat. Players use their claws to slash, stab, and slice enemies. Rage mode allows players to enact faster, more destructive combos and slow-motion finishers, example, dramatically stabbing the enemy in the head. Combat is highlighted by frequent blood splatter effects, screams of pain, and dismemberment/decapitation. Battlefields are sometimes strewn with torsos and limbs. Cutscenes can also depict human blood and gore. Example, characters tearing limbs apart, decapitating enemy soldiers. A handful of sequences briefly depict a character's exposed buttocks. The dialogue references drugs. Example, it doubled my production of Fent. And then the words fuck and shit will appear in the game, even though IGN bleeped those two words out. Because fucking cowards, okay? Fucking cowards. So, yes. Rabbit128 in the chat says rated J for Jorkanet. And that brings me to a big question, Jerica. How much Jorkanet are you going to do to Wolverine's ass in Wolverine?
I don't know yet. Depends how hairy it is.
Well, you historically got lambasted by the internet for saying the game looks like shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to... Here, let me go and pause here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set the stage for you, Jerica.
Okay.
Okay. The floor is yours to defend yourself. You, Kayla, and Josh got absolutely shredded by a bunch of online incels regarding Wolverine, the way he looks in his ass. Is there anything that you would like to say to those people right now?
I still haven't watched that trailer. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know people are mad about how he looks. Kayla had an opinion, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
So what I'm hearing is because I know
it's valid.
I know that Josh was the one that edited that. He did a really good job of roping you into that too.
I know, I got roped. You know, I don't check all those things, but apparently, yeah, people think we're dumb as shit because we don't know how PS2 games look. But I was like, sometimes those trailers don't look great. And, let me pull up a picture. Hold on. Let me do my research.
Pull a picture up. Yeah.
What was the last Wolverine? I'm at the point I don't need to see any more Wolverine. I'm sold. I don't want to know anything else. So that's why I haven't watched it.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna pull up and see when the game drops. I know it's September. What Wolverine game release date. We're doing a little real-time action right here.
Here, I'll pull it up.
September 15th. Oh my God, we are less or just a little over a month away.
I gotta get this set up for our next situation anyways. Yes. Let me pull the video in just so I can have like...
Kayla Gray says, bunch of keyboard warriors. It looks weird. I stand by it. It's hyperbole, LOL. And Rabbit128 says his butt better be hairier than Cayman's upper lip. To which I have to say, God, I hope it is too. So... That's just for those that are listening, our audio-only listeners. My upper lip is a very sad mustache and always has been.
I think you have a good mustache.
You think this mustache is nice? Oh,
yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's all right. So you got the trailer pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this, and we're gonna have to provide some sort of commentary.
Is this the right one? Yeah, Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Let me get my reaction. See, I didn't mean for Kayla to go to war by herself.
Oh, there's
I will stand on the front line to defend her statement, no matter what. Here, let me see. Is that Jean Grey?
I believe so. Yes. I mean, that pregnant pause. The podcast. That looked weird. Going. Yeah. I need real-time commentary, Jerica. You can't leave the people at home hanging.
I'm the worst. This is why, like, I'm just watching it, man. Here, this right there don't look too bad, but I can see the moment in question.
It's early on, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it is something. I'll be the one
it's a little furry. Like, why does it look so soft?
Well, I mean, he's Wolverine. He's a hairy motherfucker.
No, but hair's supposed to be coarse and, like, rough. He's conditioning that hair.
I mean, you know, if you have that much of it, you might as well. That's all I gotta say, you know?
Water looks
how terrible it is. I don't know, and maybe someone can... Jerica, you can probably answer me this. As a guy, our asses around 18... sometimes even younger, depending on how hairy you are. It becomes hairy, right? It's not just our legs, our asses become hairy. Like, why is it that women's asses don't become hairy?
I mean, I got like a thick one once in a while back there growing. Or is that just a wild
I'm
hair?
Like multiple hairs. Like, you have to have a full-blown hair situation.
I got hair on there, on my derriere, but they're not like pubes.
You got man hair on your derriere?
No. I hope that happens. That'd be great.
I need someone to go. This is going to be a long-term research project that you're going to have to go through. And I need you to post this in Discord here after this episode drops, or this episode ends. And give me the evolutionary reasons why I haven't slept in so long.
I don't like how Wolverine looks here.
Yeah.
Looks too soft. It's too smooth. It's like, I don't know.
Jake Twishin says, finally a podcast about female body hair. You are right. First one probably to exist, actually. We touch on subjects that no one else wants to touch on.
We don't talk about that enough. Yeah, like, you know, it happens. You get
and maybe this is a Jake request. Jake, I need you to look up, why do women not have hairy asses like men do? What is the reason, based on evolution, why they wouldn't have hairy butts? Part of me feels like it's both unfair to them and unfair to us.
I mean, how hairy is your butt? Maybe I haven't looked close enough. I don't remember.
Nah, it's not as hairy as some people's.
Yeah, I don't think I've encountered an extremely,
Greek, you know,
extremely hairy rear.
All right, Jake's entering his VPN in incognito mode, so we're good to go. Sirius Shard says he looks great? ? I don't think he looks bad. I think there
uncanny.
Is something.
That's how we describe
there's something uncanny. Yeah.
Uncanny Valley.
Here's the problem. You want to see something crazy? Look up the actor who's playing Wolverine. Then you'll get to feel
What's
real
his name?
bad. Something. Let's see. Hold on. Wolverine game actor is not Hugh Jackman.
It's not something.
Google.
That's the Beatles
Liam
song.
McIntyre is his name. He's an Australian man named Liam McIntyre. Do we know if he's got a?
I don't know how to spell.
He looks just like him. He looks just like him. He was in. I think he was the replacement to
I've seen
Spartacus
him.
and Spartacus.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not.
This guy looks a lot like one of my friends I actually know in real life.
No, he was. Yes, he was the replacement to Spartacus after Andy Whitfield died, which was such a bummer. He was a great Spartacus. But yeah, he looks just like him. Like, they didn't do a bad job. I think that guy just looks weird. And if you want to come on the show and defend yourself, Liam McIntyre, you're more than welcome to. So, Googling live on Twitch is a bold choice. Just wait, Rabbit. It's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah, I'm about to look up everything.
You would like to say? Anything else that you? I mean, we're going to definitely need to have we need to have a one screen pulled up somehow that is blocking this, so that we don't end up getting banned from Twitch doing what we're about to do next.
What do you mean?
So I don't know if Googling what we're about to Google is going to...
Well, how do you want me to do this? I have another browser pulled up, an extra one.
Look on your other browser and then make sure...
This is the other browser.
Oh, damn.
I use Brave. I like being brave on the internet.
So let me go ahead and tell you what we're doing here so we can give a little context to why we're panicking in real time. We... here at Dido decided, well, if we're going to get to see Wolverine's butt or his buttocks, then we got to thinking, who's got the best ass in video games?
And I have an idea. To keep the internet. I'm going to preview it first to make sure it's safe. Okay. We won't do it live, and then we'll do like a back and forth.
Okay. I love that. Okay, cool. Yes, let's do that. Okay. So, Jerica, do you want to start us, or would you like me to start with my first pick on who's got the best ass in gaming?
Yeah. My first pick, sorry.
Yeah.
If I ever react like I just don't care, it's because I'm multitasking. So let me pull this up. I have my notes on my phone. I made my list at the doctor's office, and I looked up a lot of asses while I was in the waiting room. And I'm sure there's
nude.
I'm sure there's a security camera that was maybe seen. Like, what is this girl looking up?
I heard a story about someone who got on the VPN at my company's office. This was in a location that's somewhere out west. And this person was on the work VPN in the office complex and was watching pornography.
Jesus.
And they fired him, obviously, because they were like, hey, man, not that you're looking up porn while you're on the VPN at work, but like you were doing it while you were on the clock. So that was our problem here, which, I love that. Okay.
Oh, my first
Jerica,
one.
Yes, your first pick.
Is Eggman, Dr. Robotnik.
Eggman, Dr. Robotnik.
Yes.
Which one, Jim Carrey or the video game version?
I mean, technically, this is the cartoon. I feel like this is safe for the internet.
Yeah, that's safe. Eggman's
but there's not a lot of images of his ass in the game, but this is what it looks like.
Oh my god, that guy has a fucking donk.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not a boss fight.
That is 2 Christmas hams in there.
Yeah.
Smuggling some bad boys, let me tell you what. Good lord.
Yeah, there it is.
I never thought to look at that. Do you think we can convince Jake to dress up like Eggman and shake his derriere on the screen for us?
Yeah.
I think we could.
Yeah, especially, if we throw some bits his way, I think. Maybe not.
I'm scrolling down these, looking at images on my screen of Eggman's big, thick donkus. And I see this video that I'm going to send to you, Jerica, for you to watch later, called Eggman Eats Ass.
Jesus Christ.
So you can have this, you have access to this. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's for you for later. Do you know what? You got me off guard. You caught me off guard.
You weren't ready for that, were you?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't. This one, I'm going to dip into the bucket here. And I'm going to give you another ass that I'm pretty sure we should all be rooting for. And that is the one and only Wario. The man with the dump in the truck, you know what I mean? He puts Patrick ass to shame.
I feel like Robotnik and Wario probably hang out at the same place with their
They hang out at the same Roman bath. You know?
Yeah.
There's just two nude dudes with huge fucking dunks. Wario's butt. Dude, he's got Wario's butt. Reminds me so much. His butt reminds me so much of like the butt of like a mom that like a middle-aged. No, you know what? No. His butt is like a 50-year-old mother's butt.
I wish I could
that's
like
had a few kids. You know, she's from the deep south. Biscuits and gravy all her life. just double wide, you know?
Let me see if I can get this situated so like this one image is in the right place.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at that. Just you see the spread on his bike? His in Mario Kart, when he rides a bike in Mario Kart, his butt just absolutely absorbs the whole back end of a motorcycle. Oh, playing tennis now. That is huge. There's a crevasse, one might say.
A crevasse, yes.
A crevasse. Cheeked up. A cheeked up crevasse.
There it is.
Incredible. Jerica.
Yeah.
Give me another butt.
Why does it say this user loves Wario's ass? Why is it assuming I like that?
I mean, do you not?
No, I don't.
Do you not? You don't like Wario's ass?
I don't.
Why? Tell me why. Explain.
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he's putting it in your face, putting the ass in your face, and you don't want it there because it's Wario. But for something about Dr. Robotnik, I just feel like he's just blessed with it and he knows it, but he's not putting it in your face. But Wario on that bike is literally using it as a distraction, which I think is cruel. So.
We have Ham Mods in the chat saying cheeked up on a Tuesday. Yes, we're always cheeked up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, doesn't matter. Your birthday, we'll be cheeked up. Okay, Jerica, what do you got for me? What's the next thing? You kind of bummed me out with that last observation.
What was that? Oh, for my opinion of Wario's butt?
You were like, Wario's ass, not great. It feels harsh.
Let's maybe redefine. Like, when you told me, hey, we're doing this on the episode, Best Butts in Games, you know, the best butt, we might have different definitions of best butt.
Okay. All right, fair. That's fair.
So,
okay.
Just wondering, some of these might be strange.
Subjective.
Yeah, yes. Subjective is what I meant to say. Fair. So glad that I don't have this live on the internet. That one was weird. Haven't actually looked up like butts.
Tell me who it is first.
I mean, it's the Pikmin.
Oh, Pikmin's butt.
Yeah, their butts are cute.
What does the Pikmin's butt look like?
Well, I'm about to show you.
Presumably.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wow, that was a gaping picture.
There.
All right, let's see. You know,
they don't have any cracks.
A little petite for my liking.
Really?
Yeah, I like a donkus, you know?
Sometimes I just don't want a crack. No poop getting on you. All.
No poop getting on you.
Yeah. Less messy.
Wow. I mean, I've never had that situation ever occur where I've been pooped on before like that, but...
Oh, it's just because you haven't seen it. It's microscopic. There's definitely poop particles coming out of that ass. Anyone's ass. During just a normal day-to-day activity. I'm absolutely,
sure
100%. Yes. Yes.
What I'm stating is I've never been physically shit on before.
Well, that you can see.
Well, then that makes me seem like that you're too embarrassed to admit that you've been physically shit on before.
I have, but it's just particles I can't see.
Right. You know what? I'll give it to you. I do. Okay. I like where your head's at with this. Let me tell you about an ass, Jerica, that I don't want it to be shitting on me, but I do think it deserves its time in the sun. And that is the Asylum Demon from Dark Souls.
Okay.
Have you seen this ass before?
No. I don't know what the Asylum Demon is.
Asylum Demon is like one of the first boss fights that you come across in Dark Souls. And It's like really to beat it.
Oh.
At least your first few times, you're swiping at them
Oh.
cheeks. You're clapping some cheeks. Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. Let me pull up some so we can have this. And just to explain to the audience at home, it is the largest ass probably on this list. The Asylum Demon's butt.
It's massive.
It's huge. It is arguably, it is no smaller than a story tall. And that's just one cheek. Two cheeks, 2 stories easy. Just
there's a better
great
image.
Big old butt, you know?
This looks dirty.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't
what's
want it.
that object? Oh, that's the player. I was like, what's
It's not a
going
turd.
near that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're safe
Right.
here.
I mean, I feel like with the size of the Asylum Demon, the size of the Asylum Demon's butt, there's an implication that he has
Oh, I found a good picture.
a butt hole, right? Which means that if he just sits back on you, easily getting sucked up in that thing. And I've heard a story from a friend of mine who's a nurse in the ER. And she was telling me a story about a time a guy had like a 12-inch long, you know what, that went too far up his thing. And then because the way the colon works, it just sucks it up like a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to go in and like surgically remove this giant fake appendage from this man's rectum.
Yeah.
Because it got sucked up in there.
Yeah, you'll get sucked up. I knew about that. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the Asylum Demons, that's his move, should just be sucking you up his ass. Like, you died. The worst possible death ever. Miyazaki's in the corner laughing at you.
Oh, we're getting into like realistic buttholes, and just that looked like the most realistic ass, like in-game ass that I've seen so far.
Really, it does. Yeah.
So I have another one.
Tell me.
I forget its name. It was just here. I don't have it on the list, but
Yeah.
I think it's Tree Crew. Let me look up the Last Guardian name.
Oh, Triku?
Mm-hmm.
That's his name, right? Triku? Triku.
Last Guardian
Last Guardian.
butthole.
Man, what a pull.
Well, that's the best visual of an anus I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah? Does he have a cat butt?
Yeah, there it is.
Triku's butt.
It poops in game.
Yep, it does. It does. It has a cat butt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
you can't
learn
argue
something
with
new every
realism.
day. You learn something you can't argue with realism.
That's literally the best butt in a video game.
Patrick's gonna call me here, and he's gonna call me immediately when we wrap. And he's like, Cayman, we've got the call from the president. The president shutting us down. We're like, how? That man?
I don't think there's enough people talking about Trico's butthole. Like, someone designed the butthole. Yeah, you're right. Someone job.
Designed that.
We're like, okay, we're gonna put an anus on this thing because it needs it for the story progression or realism.
I mean, that's what I say about the giant horse cock from Dante's Inferno. Someone designed a giant veiny horse penis.
God.
So
we could be doing these jobs. We could be having these skill sets.
We could be having this skill set. Speaking of skill sets, someone designed this butt. Someone designed this butt, and that is Feraligatr from Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And if you haven't seen the sprite of Feraligatr from...
Can you spell that for me?
Yes, it's Feraligatr. Feraligatr.
I just know Totodile.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know its final form's name. I know what it looks like, but I just never knew its name. Okay.
I bet you didn't know how cheeked up it was until right now. You know, Ash Ketchum got caught jorking it to them cheeks.
There's some amazing fan art.
I bet there is.
We're gonna leave it right here. I'm so glad we did the part where I cut out the other stuff. Okay, here we go.
Feraligator's butt. Oh my God, this dude just got. Look at that thing. They went all in. All in. You know what's funny about this is like.
Is this real?
Yes.
There's no
that
way.
Is real. Yes.
This looks drawn.
No, absolutely not. That's why there's so much fan art. That dude's been carrying around. Dude's been carrying around two giant beach balls back there his whole life.
I was like, maybe it's a tail, but dude's tail is down there, so it's not. I think I see it now. It's just how your eyes are. We're all looking at it wrong, because it's just his back hip, and then it's his tail going down.
Or
like if I could draw what is actually happening, it's not his ass.
Hear me out.
This is not his ass.
What if they realize that they
hold on?
No, don't you cut me off here. No.
This is what it actually is. That's correct. It's like his spines.
It's not true.
Sorry to ruin your dreams.
No, what
your dreams?
happened? And hear me out. Hear me out. Nintendo, Steve Pokemon, said we have caused too many children to hit puberty because of this sprite. We add a tail for future iterations.
Nuh-uh.
This was an original. It was an original. I'm saying. They added the tail in after. His butt was too big. You know?
It's hard to fit him in this little box in OBS.
He used to be caked up. And Rabbit128 says, for alligator used to be caked up. It was highly effective. Or sorry, he used caked up.
Jesus.
Highly effective. What do we think that caked up as a Pokemon move would be? Think about it.
Isn't it just like using you as like a credit card?
I love that, and I think that is correct. I'm pretty sure we just made that canon.
Yeah.
We just made that. We just made that canon. So we just made that canon. Jerica, do you have any more?
I got one more.
You want to talk about? Hit me.
Kirby. It's another crackless gentleman.
What is
or
up
gentlewoman,
with,
gentle them.
Are you just like anti?
Kirby is genderless,
anti-butt cheek, okay?
except for the anime.
You are not an ass girl.
I'm a crackless girl.
Crackless girl. I can't wait to talk to Audrey, and Audrey's like, actually, I have a birth defect. I was born without a crack. And I'm going to be like, well, that makes way more sense now. Good. Kayla says, it's a shame Patrick is not witnessing this. Kayla, I'll have to say, I'm very thankful that he's not. He might tell us never to do this again. Let's pull up Kirby, and let's see if Kirby has a butt.
Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. Hold on.
Oh my God, it's squeaky. What does Kirby look? It is a shiny blank blob, isn't it?
It is hard to find just the plain Kirby ass. Like everyone has put a crack on him.
A crack on him, yeah. That's what they tend to do.
People can't live without crack. People are uncomfortable with crackless butts, which is really a shame.
Hold on, do we think because Kirby's kind of anamorphic that he could just give himself a crack at will? Or remove his crack at will?
You're not wrong. Yeah. Might be able to take the cracks from other folks.
Oh my God, can you just imagine he sucks up fucking Kim Kardashian? he's
That's
just one, just giant butt cheeks walking around. I've got a couple more on my list, but I'm only gonna pick one from here. And this is gonna be the one that maybe is the only not joke, but we're both gonna settle on it.
It's probably Miranda.
Oh, she's on my list, but I'm going with Cortana.
Who wins? So yeah, between them two,
who wins? Right.
It's got to be Cortana, because like you can't compete with the holographic.
Cortana's ass has been visibly on screen for well over a decade at this point in full high def. So like they've really like leaned into just giving it more and more crease happening, you know? Like I'm one of the Halos, it's just straight up top to bottom crack, you know? Not even like there's pants there somewhere. Like they just did it, you know? They went full in for it. And are we better people for it? I don't know.
This is the ass from Halo 4 specifically.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. It's hard to rule against it, though. Then again, Miranda also, fantastic cheeks. And I think most people remember Miranda. She's not a very well-written character. There's so many better written characters that are female characters in Mass Effect, like Jax, for instance, is probably like one of the best written
I feel like
characters
Miranda's got a little interesting near the end, but at first it was just like,
Yeah. Do you think people made it far enough in to remember her for her personality?
No, I think Miranda lost any character development because they focused on the ass too much.
Yeah, she's got wide hips.
It was sort of sad.
It was sort of
sad. I mean, it was a good ass, but
it was a great ass.
There's more to that woman than the ass, and it's a shame that no one remembers the woman but the ass.
Right.
Which is why we should all be crackless.
That's why we should all be crackless. You're right. It's just
no one forgets a crackless ass or the person that homed it. Ass,
no cracks. Do you think that someone would ask? They would be like, if we didn't have cracks, that someone would be like, I'm an ass man, or do you think the crack has to be there to still be an ass man or an ass woman?
No, the crack don't have to be there.
Yeah.
No.
Crack doesn't have to be there.
No.
Crackless. Okay, fine. Well, Jerica, I think we did a good job of ruining any chance we have of ever becoming a politician.
I did that and actually years ago, so you're fine. Let me tell you the time. I'm just kidding. I won't do that tonight. Maybe another time.
Well, let me tell you about some times. We are going to end the episode tonight with what we do every time that it's me hosting at the end or beginning of a month, and that is by doing the release radar. This month is the month of August. We are already into August. As of this recording, August 4th, which begins our first game release. So, Jerica, any of these games, just say stop, and I will stop and let you talk. The beginning of August is absolutely buck wild. We start with Beasts of Reincarnation on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox August 4th. Game Pass, I believe, correct, Jerica?
Yes.
Yes. Then we have coming out today on Nintendo Switch 2 and PC, Big Walk for August 4th. But if I'm not mistaken, it comes to consoles on the 6th, and then it is on PlayStation Plus on August 6th. So I do believe it is getting a larger release on the 6th. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe it all came out today. Tell me, am I right or wrong here? Do I know? I might be wrong. I might be right. Nothing. Okay.
Sorry, I was like, man, what is he talking about? I forgot what I wasn't listening all the way. I apologize. It's me focusing on other things. Did you mention Pocopia? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
Pocopia
I'm talking
DLC.
About Big Walk.
Oh, Big Walk comes out out today.
On everything?
Yeah.
Okay, on everything.
I'm pretty sure it's out on everything,
Games Radar is wrong. They had it only for Nintendo Switch 2 and PC.
No,
Big Walk out on everything today. On August 6th, this Thursday, is going to be Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls for PlayStation 5 and PC. Alongside that, you're going to get Lies of P Complete Edition on the Nintendo Switch 2. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered drops on August 11th on Nintendo Switch 2. Grounded 2 comes to PlayStation 5 on August 11th. On August 12th, Age-Filled High Rock the School comes to PC. That is a game that
I'm interested in playing that.
Yeah, Kayla's was her game of August that she was excited about. I've heard interesting things about it, so I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Pocopia DLC. Did you mention that?
No, I didn't, and this is just
Why
new
not?
releases. Because I didn't have
that
it on
is
the
new
list.
release.
Tell me about it.
It's a big new release. Pocopia.
When does that come out? Today?
I think it's Thursday. I have to ask Audrey. That's why I was hoping you had it on the list. I think it's Thursday.
I have it on the list. Fucking A.
God. Yeah, they're adding like the new underwater area. It's like the first big DLC for it.
First big DLC of Pokemon.
Totodile's gonna be there. Maybe even his elder with the ass. We'll see. We'll truly see
if
Feraligatr or whatever his name is has. Yeah. If he's cheeked up or not, or if it's just his spikes. Well, they said they fixed it, so you covered the conspiracy.
I did.
Anyways, I digress. I am so sorry. Yes, it comes out this week, and I still can't find it.
Pocopia DLC.
The 5th. Tomorrow.
The 5th. Tomorrow.
Woo!
Woo.
Yes. I'm so ready for that.
August 13th, Defender of the Crown, The Legend Returns for PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. Dusk Fade, which was a game that Jake was really high on, and Patrick also very high on.
I played the demo. I'm also high on it, but I just don't know if I'll have time to play on it.
Right. It looks great. I'm excited for it too. Dusk Fade comes to PC, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, and Xbox on August 13th. Hell Let Loose Vietnam comes to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on August 13th. Rivage comes to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox on August 13th. Servant of the Lake comes to PC on August 13th. The Sinking City 2, which is a game I'm actually excited about. I was a huge fan of the original Sinking City. I think this one might be even better. The Sinking City 2 comes to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC August 18th. Over Requiems comes to Nintendo Switch on August 20th. Mortal Shell 2, a game that I think is going to make waves. I think is going to be a hit. Maybe not, but I think it's going to be a hit. Mortal Shell 2 comes to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Yeah, that's your pick for this month.
It was my pick for this month. Yeah, I think it's gonna hit. I think people are going to be a big fan of this game, and I think it's approaching the Souls genre in a way that we haven't seen before, and I think that they've learned from their mistakes. Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 comes to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox August 25th. Brigadine Abyss comes to PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC on August 26th. So let's wrap this up. All right, Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2 comes to PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series X and S on August 27th. Plague Tale Legacy Resonance, which I think is also going to do well. I picked this up for Fantasy Critic, comes to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox.
Oh no.
Star Wars Zero Company, which is what Kayla's excited about and Patrick's excited about.
You may want to make it fast. My internet might be dying again.
Xbox. Okay, we got this. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2, and then Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters comes to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch on August 8th, and that's the last games that are coming out in August. But so we can get through this episode before Jerica's internet dies again.
I'm at green. I'm in green. I'm in the green again.
Okay. Oh, oof, okay. I was like running out of breath.
It went back down to 0 and then red, and I'm like, oh god.
Ooh.
Okay.
Got that Diet Coke internet. All right. Let's do this. So I think we all heard the last couple days of the month suck, unless you're Captain Tsubasa, the soccer game, I think, fan. But yeah, that's it for the Spotlight Games and or Dido. It was an absolutely ludicrous episode. I had a fantastic time being here with all of you. Jerica, pleasure as always.
I'm just glad I'm not going to jail after that. So I was like, this is it. This is happening. They're shutting me down. I've talked about the crackless ass too much. I know the secrets. I know they're out there. There's a lot of them.
Incredible. Well, it was an absolute pleasure working with you tonight, doing our thing here. Thank you for being with us. If you were here live or listening, we love you. We hope you have a fantastic week. Join us tomorrow for our chat with our interview with Lucy James. Join us on Thursday for our Big Walk stream. And outside of that, join us on Discord or go to our website, dropinDropoutPod.com, where you can find all of our things and merch. We have new merch coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that. And outside of that, no.
What? I was just pointing. I didn't mean to distract you.
You were. Okay, then that's the end of the show. Goodbye.